Yo guys, welcome back to the channel. This is my first video in nearly 7 months. I appreciate you guys stopping by and taking a look at the video, obviously. But today I'm going to be doing a design of an Ohio State player. So we're going to be creating a poster for him, and then we're actually going to try to print it out here at my house, get that hung up on one of these walls. So I appreciate you guys stopping by. Obviously, you see we got the Bengals jersey. I'm from Cincinnati, so I'm a huge Ohio State fan, as well as a Cincinnati Bengals fan. So let's get into it. Alrighty, folks, let's go ahead and get into it. So first, we're going to start by going to create a new project, obviously, and then we're going to go to print. We're going to just go to a standard letter, and then we're going to put it into pixel form. So it's 2,550 pixels by 3,300 height. Alright, so the picture I'm going to be using today, I actually had a folder with it earlier. Let's see if I can actually find OSU pics. Here we go. So I'm going to be doing a edit of Chris Olave. This was from one of the earlier photo shoots today. Actually, I don't know if it was today. It was earlier this week, though, for sure. I just got it off Google. But yeah, they just wrapped up their photo shoot. I'm going to go ahead and crop this image using the pencil. I'll be back with you guys in a second. Alright guys, we are back. I just finished cutting out the Chris Olave. So let's go ahead and transfer into a background. So to start, I'm going to go on the internet. I'm going to do a quick search here for an Ohio State stadium, which is called the Horseshoe. I've been there several times. Great stadium. Let's see if we can find a picture that is more on an on-turf field. Let's go ahead and just start with the, we'll keep the background plain for now. Let's go ahead and do that. And we'll start with the effects behind the player. So I'm going to go with the smoke effect and kind of a reddish smoke effect behind Chris Olave himself. So we're going to start here. We're going to go ahead and just lock this layer up top because we're not going to be using that. But we potentially might use it, so we're not going to go ahead and fully delete it. We're just going to get our brush, set it on 0 hardness, and increase the size. So we're just going to paint kind of around him, see how that looks. And now I want to actually incorporate a few other pictures of Chris Olave as well. And then we're going to have a text in the background kind of here with his name. So that's going to be the layout of the actual thing. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to actually have a clip layering mask over top. This is where we're going to add the red glows. So to start, we're just going to have a faint red glow kind of around the edges of his skin where the light is actually coming from. We'll start with that. It's a little too strong. We'll tone it down in a bit. It's just really hard to get inside these smaller areas.
Nice.
Okay. That looks pretty good to me. Just a little bit more around here. We're actually going to have erase this upper by his head because we don't want too much glow on his head. Alright, that looks amazing. Let's go ahead and turn this down. We might try an overlay or a softer light because I'm gonna honestly stick with the hard light. I kind of like how that pops out there.
A few moments later.
Okay, so the two packs I'm gonna be using today is the Fragment Pack and the Amplify Graphics Pack by Mixo. So let's start with the Fragment Pack. This has some of the best smokes out there I've ever seen from actually any pack. So we can actually take any smoke. It doesn't really matter what color. We'll go ahead and add this in the background. I don't know how many of you guys follow me on Instagram, but earlier I posted a DK Metcalf poster. That was actually yesterday afternoon, and I did a similar styled fashion type of design. So what we're going to go ahead and do here is we're going to head to Hue and Saturation. We're going to go ahead and click Colorize. We're going to head drag up the saturation so it makes it all red. And yeah, it actually matched perfectly to that red that we need. We're going to put it right behind on that smoke image. And bam, it's already looking amazing. And then next, we're going to add more kind of lighting on top of Chris Olave himself. So we're going to go ahead and do the same thing, hue and saturation, except this time it's going to be for highlights. We're going to go ahead and colorize. We're going to turn the saturation up, but also turn the lightness up. And then what you want to do is add a mask, Command I to invert it, and we're actually going to draw on some highlights with this little white brush here. I'm going to decrease the size. We'll do about 57% hardness, just because it's about in the middle there. Brush on some of these highlights as it looks legitimately like the smoke would be forming light onto the character, the player, whatever type of design you're doing. I'll get back to you guys when I'm actually done doing these highlights. Okay, so I'm done with the highlights. I actually love where we're at right now with that. I'm going to continue to do that throughout the process, but that's just kind of the base layer. So now what I'm trying to do is actually create a black a back surface over top of Chris Olave himself. So just to add more lighting effects to him, because the background's black and the only thing that's creating this light is the smoke. So to create a more realistic sense to it. Oh, I forgot we're actually on 100% hardness there. Okay, I'll be back with you guys once I'm done with that as well.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Okay, so we are done with the reworking there on the lighting on the outside. I think the highlights look great. I think the overlay looks great. I think only thing now we have to do is add a really light final touch to the lighting, and that is to make big splashes of light, and then you want to head them to linear light add dodge. Or yeah, linear dodge add, I apologize. Linear dodge. And you just want to have little moments, little parts, just sneaky little parts where it actually just it pops the color more. And you know, it's something so simple. It takes 5 seconds. It just makes the character pop 100 times more. Alright guys, so I just added the text itself. I'm going to go ahead and play around with a few things in the background. This may take 20 to 30 minutes, and that's why I don't want to actually have it on video. A big part of the design process is actually just playing around with things, seeing how it looks, etc. So I'll let you guys know when I'm complete with that, and we'll get into it. Okay guys, so that's it. This is actually the final poster. I love the way it turned out. We went with the grunge smoke theme for the overall poster. I'm gonna go ahead and try to print this out in my room, get it hung up on one of those walls back there. And then additionally, when this video hits 50 likes, I'll be dropping the PSD file for the design itself. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know feedback on my videos. You know, this is the first video that I did with a face cam. Obviously, you guys see that right there. But just let me know how it went. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and peace out.